Alice is seconds away from being sliced in half by John, but Arthur finally drops his weak act. He steps in and takes the blade with his bare shoulder. One flex of his fist and the legendary sword turns to dust. Then Arthur throws a light punch that goes right through John. The shockwave is so insane it rips the roof off a distant building. Arthur is this cracked for one reason. He spent 3 years training with a master on the mountain. Falling raindrops become deadly energy blades in his hands. If Arthur hadn't held back at the last second, his master would have been dead right there. But the old man called Arthur weak anyway, claiming he couldn't even beat a doorman. Then he kicked Arthur out to go find a wife. As soon as Arthur hits the valley, he sees a gang of bandits kidnapping a little girl. One move and the whole crew is face down in the dirt. Arthur has no idea in this moment that this girl is actually his biological daughter. The girl begs Arthur to help her mother, saying her mom is about to lose her life. Arthur decides to do one more good deed. He follows the girl to a local dojo. Arthur tells them he is looking for someone. The mother Alice sees his jade pendant and freezes. Years ago Alice's training went wrong and she lost control. She wore a mask and used Arthur at a ruined temple to save herself. The next morning she left the jade and vanished without a word. Now the dojo is facing total destruction. Alice thinks Arthur is just an average guy and wants him safe, so she acts cold and tries to chase him away. But her daughter refuses to let him go. She tells her mom that Arthur is actually a beast. Arthur finds Alice familiar but hasn't connected the dots yet. He doesn't realize she is the woman he's been dreaming of. Alice's brother David thinks Arthur is a total loser. He wants to show Arthur what real swordsmanship looks like. David points at a massive stone made of black iron. David strikes it with everything he has. He only leaves a tiny scratch on the surface, but he still acts like he's the man. Arthur doesn't even have a sword. He just grabs a thin bamboo stick from the air. He swings it with a smooth and effortless motion. A massive wave of energy explodes outward, but David just bursts out laughing because there isn't even a mark on the stone. David calls Arthur a total fraud. Suddenly the entire iron stone shatters into pieces. David drops to his knees in shock. He begs Arthur to take him as a student right then. Alice thinks they are just playing games. Her heart is breaking but she has to be firm. She forces Arthur to leave before things get bloody. Suddenly the dojo doors are kicked off their hinges. It is the powerful John and he's looking for blood. He demands the family hand over the dojo right now and tells Alice she's coming with him as his prize. Do that and maybe he won't kill everyone. Alice's father has had enough. He challenges John to a deathmatch for their freedom. John's brother Jack steps up and starts trash talking. He claims he can take out the whole family by himself. David steps into the ring, but Jack instantly sends him coughing up blood. David remembers the tips Arthur just gave him. He mimics Arthur's fighting style. The momentum shifts in a heartbeat. He sends Jack flying out of the arena. Alice can't believe her brother actually won. She wonders if Arthur's advice really worked, but Arthur doesn't have a drop of energy in him. How could he be a master fighter? She doesn't know Arthur has a god-tier physical body. He doesn't need energy to be dangerous. Then John jumps onto the stage himself. John is a beast and his reputation is real. He kicks David across the room with one hit. He laughs and calls them all pathetic trash. The father is furious now. He uses his ultimate move to settle the score. Arthur watches and says the old man won't last 3 moves. Arthur is right on the money. The father is crushed instantly. John pins him down under his boot. John tells Alice to surrender right now, or he's going to end everyone in this room. John's power is so overwhelming he's snapping ribs. The students are all paralyzed with fear. Nobody dares to move a muscle. Alice realizes today is her final stand. She finally tells Arthur the whole truth, confessing she was the masked woman from that night. She only stayed away to keep him out of this mess. She begs Arthur to take their daughter and run. As long as they are safe, she can die without any regrets. But the power gap is way too wide. Alice is no match for John's brutality. She's being beaten down and